So far, 60 people hurt, several critically injured, and one of those patients extremely critical. Here's what happened. An eastbound train derailed and then hit a passing westbound train between Fairfield and Bridgeport stations near State Street. Service between South Norwalk and New Haven on the New Haven line is suspended. And because Amtrak also uses the tracks, Amtrak service is suspended between New York and Boston. We have two reports tonight. We're going to begin with Eyewitness News reporter Carolina Lead. She's in Bridgeport with the latest on the investigation and the injuries. Carolina.
Bill and Sade, Connecticut's Governor Dannel Malloy just had a news conference a little bit about a half an hour ago. He confirmed that, yes, at least 60 people were hurt in this accident. 5 are in critical condition tonight at area hospitals, and that one person, he says, is in extremely critical condition tonight. I spoke to one of the passengers on that train tonight who says that people were using their cell phones, just about anything they could get their hands on to bust through the windows and get off of this train. These photos were taken just moments after impact. A forceful jolt passenger Jason Brown says he won't soon forget.
I could see part of the train in front of me, like curving, and I was like, that's not right. I shouldn't be able to see that. And so my immediate instinct was to get up and to brace myself because I could see that we were going towards whatever derailment had happened. And then the next thing I knew, I was in the air.
In that chaos, passengers helped each other.
She was kind of in and out of consciousness. She kept asking the same question over and over again, like, what happened? Where are we? I just kept telling her, you know, we were on the train. It crashed.
The two trains traveling in different directions collided between the Fairfield Metro North and Bridgeport stations around 6, injuring dozens of people and suspending Amtrak service indefinitely from New York to Boston. Connecticut Governor Dannel Malloy says there was already track work in this area, now complicating this new repair work.
Normally we would have 4 tracks in this area. We could switch traffic to at least one of those under normal conditions. We're not able to do that because of this overlap of circumstances.
Crews are frantically working to get service restored for the Monday morning commute. Passengers believe because this commuter train makes so many stops, it was nowhere near as bad as it could have been.
We weren't going terribly fast. I think had we been going faster, I think there would have been a lot more destruction.
And keep in mind, there were about 700 people on both of these trains. Governor Malloy says that this appears to be an accident, nothing more than that. But the NTSB is on its way and will be investigating. Reporting live in Bridgeport, Connecticut, I'm Carolina Lead, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Carolina, thank you. Now to Matt Kozar. He's at Penn Station, where the domino effect of all this damage to the tracks is affecting train travel throughout the Northeast. Matt?
Bill, so many people want to be with their families this weekend to celebrate college graduations. A lot of them will be happening in Boston, but they won't be able to get there via train. That's because service to Boston out of Penn Station, it has been halted, and there's no indication of when it will be restored.
Trying to get to my brother's graduation and hope that I can make it this weekend.
It's a story we heard over and over again from frustrated commuters trying to get out of Penn Station, their eyes glued to the big board. Gabby Mahoon says she was on a train bound for Boston that got turned around.
We were held there for about a half an hour until what we had heard was 2 trains collided in front of us. The train derailed, so it's blocking all 4 tracks. There's no way to get to Boston right now.
Amtrak has suspended service indefinitely between New York and Boston because of this collision. The larger problem is the condition of the now mangled tracks, blocking the way for both Metro North and Amtrak trains.
Because these tracks have been torn up, there's been extensive damage, and we have to get a better look at the catenary system as well.
The torn-up tracks have stranded travelers trying to leave Penn Station. Even those headed south to Washington are experiencing delays. Theo and Teresa Marcus came to New York from Virginia to celebrate their anniversary, but their train home keeps getting delayed.
For the first 30 minutes, they really said nothing, and then they updated it to say that they had other equipment that they were going to use.
Now, Amtrak says service to Washington, D.C. and Pennsylvania has not been disrupted, but we are seeing residual delays. Officials are saying service to Boston, they're hoping to have that restored by Monday, but there are no guarantees. Live from Penn Station, Matt Kozar, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.